back to Seriously Stump'd. Last week we got some exciting news that we can't wait to share with you guys, but it gave us an idea of what to do with this area of the stump property. So stick around today if you want to see us use this Kubota Skid Steer to do some minor grading over here. We'll move some logs around, maybe even create some bunks out of some logs. But if that doesn't keep airing your tires and that doesn't fix your flat, you can stay stumped. We'll catch you on the next one. Let's get it! I swear, every time I get on one of these skid steers, I start having way too much fun. It just brings out the big kid in us all, I think. But before we get too far along, I'd like to take a moment to give a special shout out to CEO Adventures for sponsoring this video via the use of their equipment. The grading of this area of the property simply wouldn't have been possible without them, so I'll post in the description a link to their YouTube channel for you guys to go check out. And if while you're there you start liking what you see, just as with any YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, as it greatly helps us keep bringing the content you desire. I figured it was as good of a time as any to show you these tree slices from a dead tree that we had cut down a few years back. We just initially stacked them up in this area as we didn't have any use for them, but now that we got use of this equipment, we figured it was a good time to move them over here to continue our privacy wall from our neighbors. And here are the logs that we're trying to free up access to as well. With it being hotter than a $2 pistol here in the Carolinas, we needed a hydration break. So y'all remember to stay hydrated. Let's go! Everything's coming along nicely. At this point, we pretty much had everything within a few inches of grade, or at least the grade that we set out to accomplish with this project. So we felt it a good time to go ahead and switch attachments and start using the Kubota Skid Grader, or Land Leveler, whatever your preference is. I guess it's truly up to you. Kubota calls it a skid grader, so that's what I'll stick to. But with this, you need to be within a couple inches of grade prior to starting, and if you try to bog it down too much by trying to bite off more than you can chew, the machine will let you know. But once you get the hang of it, you can truly start making everything pretty, as you'll see here. Depending on your proficiency with the skid grader, you may be left with a fine powder, so I used the bucket to continue compacting as we were expecting to get some rain and I didn't want any washout. As per what's become our normal here at Seriously Stump'd, here's some aftershots for your final notes. When we started today's project, we had a few things in mind. We wanted to do some light grading, and I'd say we got that done. Everything's graded from left to right, and we kept our uphill slope for water runoff. In the future, we may bring out some gravel and do some more grading, but for now, we got it exactly where we wanted it. Another thing we wanted to do was move some stumps and continue our privacy wall from our neighbors. We did that. And then we wanted to have access to this giant pile of wood over here. And that's about the only spoiler I'm going to give you as to what's coming in the future. But trust me, we're super excited about it. And if you're super excited to stick around, please like, share this video with your friends, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And here's one final shout out to CEO Adventures. Without them sponsoring us the equipment, we wouldn't have been able to bring you this content today. So hopefully you enjoyed it. And as always, hopefully you're no longer stumped. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.